Well, welcome to another video. Today I thought I'd start by showing this icon down here at the bottom. It says some system reports require your attention. So in Mint, this is a sort of like the notification section in Windows. You can just go ahead and click that icon when you see it. And when you have a new install, you'll commonly see this install language packs as the the thing that it wanted to alert you about. And this is optional. It says you can install a language pack if you like, or you can do ignore this report. If you click the ignore this report button, then it won't prompt you about this particular thing that again after that. But generally, when there's system upgrades and things like that, like if a new version of Mint has been released, sometimes you'll get a notification in here in the system reports, or if there's anything else that's crucial that it may not be like system critical, but it might be good to have, and it will then tell you about that, like, hey, just so you know, this is available, and if you want to do it, you can do it. Just click install, or otherwise ignore it if you're not interested in upgrading to the new version, or if you're not interested in installing a language pack, whatever it may be. You've also got some system information here. It tells you a little bit about the build of your system and everything, what you've got for just your general system overview of the Linux kernel that you're using, your desktop environment, things like that, and then it also goes into like the actual hardware. So it'll tell you a little bit about your motherboard and your model number and things like that. And it goes into like CPU, so your processor, your computer's processor, like what speeds it is and how many cores it has and things like that. And it goes on down the list. You can go to graphics for your your video card, or your video graphics, if you have an onboard chip for that instead of a separate card. Then it goes into like audio devices, your network, all kinds of different stuff. It'll talk about your storage drives, what partitions you have on the drives, and on it goes. So anytime you need really detailed system information, this is one place to find it, is in the system reports. And then there's this third option here that says crash reports. So there's nothing on my system right now because there haven't been any crashes, but if there ever is, it'll tell you general information here. Sometimes if you're looking for help with something, like maybe on the Linux Mint forums or something, this would be helpful information to include, potentially if you've been having trouble with your computer crashing and things like that. So it says when seeking help, check for existing bug reports, paste bin the trace, share crash. So it's giving you some a little bit more involved instructions there, but it's telling you exactly what to do if you're trying to reproduce errors or things like that for people to fix if it's a complicated situation. But so that's where you find that. But generally, I'm going to go ahead and actually install the language pack here, and it's going to ask me for, most likely, for the, or maybe it won't. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it says additional software has to be installed. So it's just like with the update manager. When you're installing updates to existing packages and stuff, you get a similar prompt here that's telling you, hey, there's some more stuff that's going to be installed, and here's how much space it'll take up and things like that. So just hit continue, and there it is. I was going to say it should be asked for my password, so go ahead and enter yours if you're updating yours as well. And then after the language pack was installed in this case, or whatever your system report thing is saying, it will check again, and now it says no problems were detected. So it's not really so much a problem necessarily not having like a language pack installed, but it is something that is helpful to have if you need it, because for that particular one it was talking about hyphenation and things like that. So it's just some additional functionality for your computer to have, and so that's why it tries to alert you here, like, hey, you probably want this at some point, but it's not system critical to where it needs to be like, okay, you need this update now in the update manager. So It's more of a separate thing. So I just want to briefly go over that, because once you've gone through it and everything, it's not usually down here anymore. As you can see, the little exclamation icon is gone now, so because there's nothing to be addressed. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn even more, you can find my books at books2read.com/Jonathan. That's books, the number 2, read.com/JONATHAN.